Hello, everybody, and I'm Dave Hobbs. I think it says here on my Zoom screen, DA Hobbs, not Da Hobbs, but Dave Hobbs, and I'm with Delphi Technologies, representing another one of our customers. We've got customers that buy our parts from all over, and we're represented by some other favored customers, but AutoZone is sponsoring Delphi to come out to the conference in California, and I can't think of a better topic to teach 3 hours on Sunday morning, and that is plug-in power tips. It's a class we put together that covers the J1772 protocol. That's that plug on the side of any PHEV and BEV. So battery electric vehicle and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. These are mainstays, becoming more and more popular in California and all over the world. And there's so much that's not known. We got to the point again with a new technology to where it is we don't really know what we don't know. So for some examples here, I've just brought some things to plug up to the camera. So here is the 5-pin plug. What do each of the pins do of a J1772 standardized connector? And if it's a electric vehicle, what do the additional 2 larger pins that make it something called a CCS, combo charge plug? How does that work? Where does the electricity come from? What form is it when you go to Electrify America or similar like EV Go, Charge Go? Those kind of a paid charging stations, if you have a customer with an electric vehicle, let's say a Chevy Bolt, V Bravo, instead of a Chevy Volt, V Victor. And then if we get into the other world, which news is breaking out now, that next year, Tesla is going to be sharing their charging network with the non-Tesla vehicles. And what kind of flies in the ointment, as they say, for all of us, the devil's in the details. I'm a tech myself, come from an auto electric shop. In my background, worked at Delco Electronics. It's morphed through Delphi Technologies, a brand of Borg-Warner, and now Delphi Aftermarket, a brand of Fania. All kinds of exciting things going on that make change inevitable in every technician's bay. So when you have a customer now that needs to plug into a similar but different plug, like we're seeing here close up to the camera, a 5-pin Tesla plug. How does a 5-pin Tesla plug do the same job as a 7-pin CCS charge cable? It's mind-boggling. What can you do in the shop as a technician, as a shop owner? What do you need to get ready for? My suggestion would be learn about the adapters, presumably that will be used in the near future as we see non-Teslas plugged into the Tesla charging network. And then simple tools like this. They make more expensive ones, but this one is like made in your state, actually, or a company in your state called Clipper Creek, just north of Sacramento. And this is to plug in a charge cable from a level 1 or level 2 charger. So what typically any EV or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle customer would have. And then we've got a little cheat sheet of the breakout box and pins to plug your multimeter in. So this is the Clipper Creek CP100. It's like under $300. I'm suggesting this as an example, so you know if you want to up to the Fluke, I think it's a PV or 1200, whatever it is. It's about that much money actually. So 3 times as much money get the Fluke. There are others I'm sure appearing on the market that's going to test those charging cables. We're not going to suggest you go in and start working on breaker boxes and things like that of your customers' homes and garages. But in your shop, you're going to need to know how to test these things. And a simple, if you're dealing with a level 1 charger that plugs into a 120 volt wall socket, something that's shaped like this, that's just a NEMA 515. Know those acronyms. It's going to make a difference. Sometimes you're going to be that conduit of information between an electrician that may visit your customer's house, garage, even come into your shop and help you deal with electrical problems. You're going to have to know other side of the electrical problem. That is the part on the car, the charge plug on the car. So simple little GFI checkers like this, $20, $25. These are tools that pale to a good set of snap-on wrenches sometimes in price, that are going to be giving you practical, real-world abilities to address charging problems. We'll talk about what on the vehicle actually charges a 12-volt battery when you're plugged into a 120 or 240 level 1 or level 2 charge source, and what on the vehicle charges the big battery, the high voltage PHEV or BEV battery for propulsion. These things are important. more important that you're going to even realize until you start getting more and more of these in your shop. We'll talk a little bit about safety. Do you want a vehicle in your shop that's a pure electric vehicle with a great big battery pack? Seems to be a little bit of a controversy. Do you want them overnight in the shop? Do you want them charging them in the shop? We'll discuss all these questions that you may have and a lot more Sunday at the ASCCA conference in September. Don't miss it.